Power Chord.
Hey, Power Chord, how are you? I'm fine because today I'm online with a friend. I can say a friend from Belgium, and his name is Tim Van Doorn. Hi, Tim. Good to see you.
Hi, Matteo.
He's a musician. He's a very good musician. He's a very good songwriter. He's a producer. So we have to talk a lot about it. But the newest project, the latest project you work on, it's called Pizza Sessions Compilation. If I'm not wrong, right? Tell us what it is.
Okay, so my studio started in 2015. So last year I was like, shit, I'm open. I'm in business for 10 years. So what I did was I invited a bunch of bands in the studio. So I did 11 bands in 3 days. So every band recorded for about 3 hours. And then I recorded one song with every band. We all used the same drum kit and did some reamping later. And yeah, I made a record out of that. So I spent, I think, another week or two editing and mixing and sending up to someone else. I'm sorry, there's cops coming by. They're not for me. So someone else mastered it for me, and yeah, the record is finally coming out. It took a while, but as of now, FOD released one song, and last week Tusky released a song, which is really cool. And now every week there's going to be a new song released up until I think June or July, and that's when the vinyl is going to be released.
And where we will able to get it? I mean, there will be a site or?
Yes, you can. White Russian Records is helping me with the release of this thing, and they have like a pre-order going on right now. I'll send you the link after the interview.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, but so it's going to be a limited run, but it was so much fun, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to do another one of these pizza sessions.
Cool. Tell us some names of the artists included.
Well, FOD is definitely a very cool one. Tusky is like a Dutch band. I think they sound like the best version of the Foo Fighters back during their second or third record. I love Tusky. They're just super cool, really heavy. I got Intellectual, which is also very cool, which is like the Dutch answer to Propaganda, I guess, kind of ish. Yeah. And we got Craig's brother, my good friend Steven Neufeld, who lives in Germany nowadays, came by during the pizza sessions, played everything, and then Ted, the singer, sang it in where is he? I think he's based in California, so he did it later. So that was cool. Let me think. Oh, I suck at this. Bad Wolf is also a very cool band. It's like how do you describe them? Like Rancid, no click track, no overdubs, just go. What else do we have? St. Plaster, never heard of them, but seems to be a pretty okay band. So that's my own.
We will talk about it later.
Yeah. A bunch of bands. I'm forgetting a lot right now.
There's also Mike or not? Mike Nograf?
Definitely Mike Nograf. Yes, very our friend from France.
Yeah. Let's say bye to Mike. He will be one. I think he will be one of the next guests of Power Chord, I guess.
Awesome, such a sweetheart.
Yeah. So it's 10 years you're going to record bands and what's the I know it's hard to answer, to reply, but what's the best in your opinion? I mean, for your tasting of music, the best record you recorded.
Well, it's a tough one. I like most, if not all of them. I think the record with the most insane stories would be the second one I did with Billy Liar, who is a Scottish punk rock singer-songwriter. We did like 11 songs in, 6 days, like day and night. At day 3, all of a sudden Frank Turner was in the studio. It's just like
Oh,
madness. Like it was, yeah, it was absolutely crazy. It was like that was actually a fun example where Billy at day, I think we were at day two of the recording. He's like, "Is it too soon to start doing guest vocals?" And I'm like, "Billy, we only recorded drums." And it's like, "Who do you have in mind?" "Well, Frank Turner's in town and he wants to sing." I was like, "Okay, well, let's get him." So we went into Antwerp. We picked him up during traffic. So I think I drove for about 3 hours and we
oh.
we recorded for about 15 minutes.
He
But yeah,
deserved.
like
Does
yeah,
he deserve?
like
Yeah.
those. Yeah, so that was a really cool record. There's like a lot of good stories. Yeah, I got many records that I just absolutely love doing.
I can
I
imagine.
really
Yeah.
liked the Craig's Brother record, which I didn't see the guys when we were recording it. They kind of just wanted me to mix it,
Okay.
and but I fell in love with Craig's Brother when I was really young, and one of the things I always loved was their backing vocals, and I felt like, oh well, some things are missing. Do you guys mind if I add some vocals? And they
Whoa.
were like, no, go for it. So I added a lot of vocals, and at the end I ended up doing like a bunch of the keyboards and percussion. I just went nuts with that record. So that was really cool. It's like um, yeah, they just gave me like a blank check, or how do you say that?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
just
yeah.
go nuts.
White paper in
Exactly,
Italiano.
exactly. Yeah.
Carta
So
bianca.
that was really fun. Yeah, like I said, so many cool projects. It's hard for me to remember uh, them all, but yeah,
Yeah, let's
a
talk
lot.
about the team musician slash songwriter because you released last year, if I'm not wrong, your solo album, your last solo album, that it's called
Yes.
"Riots Are Fine." And
Yeah.
tell us about
Hmm.
something about it. Sorry.
Yeah. No worries. So sorry. I am super busy with the studio. So I always joke and say that my solo records are like my therapy sessions, which
Yeah,
kind of is true. Like I need to make music for myself. That makes
I
me
can
happy.
understand.
Yeah, so I don't. It's no longer like an ambition to tour the world or anything, but I just want to make music. So what I did was "Rides Are Fine" is like my attempt to make the weirdest songs possible, but still keep them melodic. So I did a lot of uh, weird stuff, like it's only one guitar, but I reamped it through like I don't know how many amplifiers, and I used a bunch of microphones, and I did all kinds of weird stuff. And the same with the bass guitar. Like the bass guitar is playing lead guitar at some points in the record. So I just wanted to go crazy and see
Yeah.
where it ended up. Um, so yeah, that's it. That was a really interesting a record to do, which I will never play live because it's super complicated, and
Yeah,
I don't.
I listened and I can confirm.
Yeah. Well, thank you. So yeah, those kinds of things. I just need to do that from time to time. I'm actually working on a new record, yeah, and maybe I want to do some shows with that. But like I said,
Cool.
it's just like I miss playing shows, but at the same time, I don't really have time for it. Um, which I wish it was other way. It was different, but there's no not there's not enough days in a week.
Yeah.
That's always the problem.
And few hours a day.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So
Um,
yeah.
what about Sam Plaster? You also play, write, and recording
Yeah,
the last, not only the last, I guess, maybe all the records.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The Safe Flash is a weird project. So we started we recorded that first record in 2019 as sort of a joke. It was me and a good friend of mine, Adrian, and we were like, "Oh, we want to make one of those '90s skate punk records." Because I was always fan of those kinds of bands, but we never did. I never made that kind of music myself. I was always like more into like pop punk, pop rock, like more low tempo kind of stuff. So I mean, everyone were like, let's do one of those tuta 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 tuta, records.
Yeah.
And then everybody loved it, which was like very humbling because we didn't expect it to go that fast. And then we wanted to do like a couple of shows, and then COVID happened, and then we were like, well, we can also just write another record. So that's what we did. But instead of recording it right away, we spent I don't know. I think we spent about 5 years just writing and recording, and just spent way too much time on it.
So you
And that
you
result,
yeah, you selected
yeah,
the songs among a lot of songs.
yeah. I think we had about 40 or
Wow.
45 at one point. It was a lot, but that's the cool thing because it's me. I write songs. Adrian writes songs. Hans from FOD actually wrote some songs as well. None of them made our records somehow. I don't know why, because there were really cool songs of his as well. So maybe there's going to be a third Saint Plaster record with
Yeah,
some
let's
Hans
hope.
songs as well. Yeah,
That's it.
there's
Okay.
talks.
I also would like to talk about your last experience, maybe finished with Travolta. I say finished because I read the statement of the band.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
said in few words they said we stopped because we are old, something like this.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, I was the young guy in the band,
Yeah,
so that gives you a sense of, like, they started, I think, back in early '90s, so they've been around.
yeah, yeah. And do you really think it's the end? I mean, or maybe they will do something else?
No, I think it's done.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Sadly,
Yeah,
I was looking forward to doing some more stuff, but I mean, I get it. It was like, it's 30 plus years. Everyone lived the band lives in like 3 countries spread
oh,
out over the world. It's just it's a hassle, and
yeah.
I kind of get it. Like, the last show we did was in 2023 in Italy, I think.
Oh,
Um, I can't remember which.
maybe it was
Can't remember.
Punk Rock Raduno, maybe.
Yes, sir. Yes, that's the one. That was the last show we did. So that gives you an example of how much it was a very slow moving beast. So yeah, no, I'm sad about it, but I completely understand, and I think this is really the end.
Yeah. Okay, that's bad. Anyway, we can still listen to their albums. They are really cool. So that's the good
Exactly.
thing of music. It remains.
Exactly. Yeah.
I would
Yeah,
like
and
to
it's kind
talk.
of
Yeah, tell me.
no, no. I just wanted to say it's kind of cool that I actually got to write some songs as well for them. Like, they released a couple of split. I mean, one of my. I wish I was on a full record with them, but we did a couple of EPs and a couple of split records, and one of them was with, if I'm not mistaken, the Young Rochelle's, and
Yeah,
I actually got to write a song for that. So that was cool. I was That's a cool thing. Like, I used to be a fan of the Travoltas, and
yeah,
now
that's
I'm
that's
like,
cool. Yeah,
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 that's cool, and it's a pity. Hello,
yeah.
anyway, if you could choose, which big
Pizza.
which big band? No, pizza always. We're talking with an Italian, so we agree.
Right.
Uh, which big band would you like to produce? That also very big. I mean, if you could choose.
Oof. Rancid.
Rancid. I thought you say Green Day. I don't know why.
Well, I used to be like, Green Day has definitely holds a special place in my heart, but there's like, my preferred way of recording are the extremes. So you got the really the overdubs, like the let's for instance, 4IM is a band that we went super crazy with tightness and all the layerings, and every hit, every chord was thought out. That's one side of the spectrum of recording, and I love that. But those projects, Saint Plaster, are the same. It's like those projects take super long, and they're like super intense. And the other side of the spectrum is bands like Billy Liar and Rancid, who just go into the studio, play together, hammer out, and see what happens. And
Yeah,
I love that. And I think Rancid
instinct.
is the
Yeah,
yeah, and I think Rancid is the ultimate example of that. I mean, you got an amazing drummer, an amazing bass player, and I also I always joked about this with friends of mine. Like, it's how hard must it be to produce Tim Armstrong? Like, when do you say, "Oh, Tim, that's a great take"? I
yeah.
love
Not
that.
easy. Not easy.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Rancid. Um, Probably, yeah. That would be a dream come true to be in this. Also, to just be in the studio with those guys.
And what would you like to? Sorry, which album would you like to remix?
Ooh.
I mean, did you understand an album you love but you think is
Yeah.
not well produced?
Oh, I know. I think I know. Kerplunk by Green Day.
Why? Tell us.
Yeah.
Tell us.
I think it has some of the best songs they have. I think like 2000 Light Years Away is one of my favorite songs. That's on Kerplunk, right? Yeah. And I just wanna my eyes. Yeah, there's so many good songs on that record. But sound-wise, it's just a little thin, I guess, or something. It's not even something I would like to release for people. I just like to have fun with it for myself. That would be fun.
You will do it, maybe. We will.
Yeah.
We will look for the stands.
Exactly. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just the last question. You have to live on a desert island, and you just bring 3 albums.
Okay. Do I bring a guitar with me as well?
No, 3 albums.
Just all right. So one would be just any album by Louis Armstrong.
Okay.
That's good for at night. It's nice to have some Louis Armstrong.
Atmosphere.
Louis Armstrong and Ella Fitzgerald. That would be one. The second one would be Out Come the Wolves by Rancid, probably. And the third one would be Something to Write Home About by the Get Up Kids.
Oh, yeah, that's really cool. Really cool.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
it's hard because it's only 3. Only 3 is impossible, but I guess
it's a fucking question. I know, but it's just something I'm curious about.
Yeah, exactly.
What's next for you? I mean, like a producer and like musician.
Yeah. So I'm finishing up with Eye Against Eye, which is like the first European band that ever signed with Epitaph back in the 90s.
Cool. They're coming back.
Yeah, kind of. We've been recording a full length record actually for the last few months actually. So that's almost done. I'm gonna go back in the studio with Loud Love, who are also on the Pizza Sessions, which is one of my favorite Belgium hardcore punk rock bands. They've got a great their riffs are almost like metal, but everything is like major, so it's like super positive. Yeah, it's like their last record, Bright Shadows, is one of my favorite records I did last year, I think. So I got that going, and then after that I'm going on a holiday, and then after that I got a bunch of stuff. Nothing.
Maybe you will release a split. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that too. Yeah. That's the plan. Yeah, I finally have time for that, so that's cool. Yeah.
Hey, Tim, I would like to thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you for having me.
You will have holidays in Italy or wherever.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if I told you, but like my niece and my nephew are my aunt is Italian. They're from Secchiano. And she's getting married, so we're gonna go to Secchiano, which is I guess Rimini, if I'm not mistaken.
Rimini.
Secchiano, where's that close by? I think it's like in the middle north, so it's not really near Livorno. So we'll be in and around Italy for 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
So who knows?
Let's get in touch in case.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you again.
Right.
Bye bye.
All right, man. Cheers.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Power Chord.